Hold that thought. Welcome back to Bay Sunday. We're chatting away here. Well, you've all heard of Craigslist. How about a website that does something the opposite while helping out a good cause? It's here. It's called Ubokia, and instead of selling items, you list the things you want to buy at whatever price you'd like to buy them. The Ubokia community then responds. It's designs on helping the community as well. It's the brains behind it. It is their CEO. His name is Mark Pine. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good to have you. First of all, what's Ubokia mean?
Ubokia was a word that we derived from basically the idea of a utopia where you can trade. In Japanese, one of the words that we used meant trade. So you combine the two and you come up with a trading utopia. That's why we call it Ubokia.com.
And it's pretty simple. If I want a treadmill, I throw it up there and say, I want to buy a treadmill. Here's the price. I'm not super picky. Throw me a bone and let me know what you think.
Exactly. So it's really great from that standpoint is you get to say what you want. So rather than having to scour through the internet to find what you want, which sometimes can be very frustrating, we've all had that experience. Basically, if there's a seller, whether it's a business or a consumer, has what you want, they'll respond. And if they meet your criteria, then you select from those. So it really is an idea about matching those wants with people that actually have that.
And what's cool, too, you can be on the other side of the coin. You can kind of float through and see what people are asking for. I've got a rake and 2 shovels in my garage, and this guy down the street wants it. What the heck? We can work out a deal, right?
Yeah, it's really great from that standpoint. We all have stuff in our garage. We don't want to spend the effort to go try to list it or sell it somewhere, but if we see someone wants that exact item, it's pretty easy to engage in an anonymous dialogue with them and maybe sell them that item.
Now, what about really odd, obscure items? Say a Flintstones vintage lunchbox from the 60s.
You know, I think this is great for that. As we build the community, there will be enough people out there. We're obviously very young and we're growing very rapidly, but that's something it's ideal for. Rather than you try to scour the internet, you probably will never find it. Someone will say, hey, I've got one in my garage, I'll sell it to
Well, that's
guy.
what I put up on your website. But it was just about an hour.
Probably the first one.
I know, it was about an hour ago. But, well, how big is the community? Because the faster that grows.
We're growing extremely rapidly. We launched officially from a marketing standpoint November 1st, and we're already on a rate of over 1.5 million people annually. So it's growing. People like it. The feedback's good. It's spreading. So people are sharing the word. So we encourage everyone, go there, check out Ubokia.com, join it. We donate money to CARE, a very good organization that helps things. So you can help people by joining that. And you may find something you want, or you may find that someone wants something you have in your garage and you can turn it into cash.
Let's segue into that, because that was my next question. You are giving back. You're helping families in Africa. Why are you doing that? What's behind it?
I've been in business a long time, had a lot of success, and that's a very rewarding thing. But I found the most rewarding things have been actually trying to help people that are in need of help. And CARE is a phenomenal organization, and they really try to empower people. It's not just about giving people food. They're trying to empower them so they can take care of themselves. So something that's really culturally important to me as a CEO, and we've instilled in the entire culture of Ubokia.com. And I've actually tried to challenge my CEO friends, I know a lot of them, and said, look, I'd like to see you guys do the same thing. Let's take business, which are very powerful, make a lot of money. Let's take business and let's try to make the world a better place.
You got a lot, why not give a little, right?
Absolutely.
Well, now your background, you came from you owned a software company, and then you became a venture capitalist. And now this is a little bit different. Why the change, and a little more of the giving back as well? You
know, I've had a very fortunate career for sure, and I actually was retired for a while, but this compelling idea came out. I said, this really makes sense, and I have these skills and experience, and the way I can really help is I can go help build houses, which I do. I've gone on several mission trips, and that helps a little bit. Nice. But I can help a lot more if I take my skills and experience and build a business. It creates a lot of value, and take some of that value and give it back as well.
Now, are you one of a kind? Because I would think that would be kind of an obvious idea, kind of a reverse of the of Craigslist type thing.
I think it's much broader than just reverse of Craigslist. We talked about is the idea that you can put a want on there. You can put a want on there that I want, to carpool, or I want to borrow a wheelbarrow. So it's very broad from that standpoint. I don't think anybody's ever pushed it at the level that we're trying to, and I believe from the adoption we're seeing that it's going to be something that really does serve a need that's out there. Again, everybody gets frustrated sometimes. You also can do things that are really cool. Maybe you're interested in finding something that at a certain price you might be interested in. You might be interested in iPad 1 if it was $200, but if it's $300, you're not. So you can put a wand out there for $200, and if someone says yes, then you sell it.
I got to keep you right there, Mark. We're running out of time, but I wish you all the best. Right. I'll let you know if I get that Flintstones lunchbox.
All right.
I'm working on it. Hey, if you'd like to get involved with Ubokia and CARE, visit Ubokia.com. Mark and I will also do a live chat on Facebook.com/Bay Sunday. That'll be November the 13th at 9 o'clock Pacific time. Thanks for tuning in, and remember to like the Facebook page and stay in touch. That's it for Bay Sunday this week. We'll see you next week.